Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Bilal Khan and today is my 45th video of DevOps. So in this video I am going to talk about Playbook. Alright, so in the previous video I have shown you the functionality of the arrow commands and the modules, but in this video I am going to talk about the modules. Alright, so basically this is the third part of the Ansible through which you can implement the functionality of Ansible, alright, through Playbook. After that, let's discuss about the definition and all the functionalities of the playbook. So more than one command present in a YAML file will be called a playbook. Alright, so basically the modules are the combination of a playbook. Alright, so the combination of module will be called a playbook, and more than one command that will be present inside a YAML file will be called a playbook. Alright, so playbook is written in YAML format. So basically the modules will be written in YAML format, and the combination of modules that will also be written in YAML format will be called playbook. Alright, so YAML is a human readable data serialization language. It is commonly used for configuration. Alright, playbook is like a file where you write code consists of where, handlers, files, templates and roles, etc. Alright, so one playbook will be the combination of some of these code, but not all of them will be present. Instead, if one or two are present, that will also be called a playbook. Alright, so each playbook is composed of one or more modules in a list. So module is a list of configuration files. Now let's take a look at the sections of the playbook. So playbook is divided into many sections. So the first section is the target section. So it will show the target in which the task will be executed. Alright. So the target could be a node. Alright. So the host against which playbook task has to be executed. Alright. So this will be a target in which the playbook task will be executed. Now let's take a look at the variable section. So the variable section will define the variables. So you know the variables will save some kind of a particular kind of value, in which if that value is called through the variable, then we will access that value. Alright. So it will contain some kind of value. So the variable will contain some kind of value. So if there are multiple variables, then what you can do is to just print the variable and just write the variable attached to in a list of files in a file. And after that, when you will change the value of the variable, then all the variables will be changed according to that value. Alright. So let's say you have set the variable to the, let's say, the name. Alright. So the name is the variable, and the value of that name is Bilal. Alright. So let's say if there are hundreds of names, so you just change there are hundreds of names, and you just change the Bilal there, and instead of writing the Bilal, you write Ali. Alright, so all the values will be changed to Ali from Bilal. Alright, so in this way the variables will be helpful. So you don't need to change the variables every time. You don't need to change the values every time. Instead, what you can do is to mention the variable name, and that variable will be called in all the places. Once you change a variable, the variable will be the values of the variable will be changed in all the files, or in one file, all the location. All right. So that's the purpose of variable. After that, the next thing is the task section. So list of all the modules that need to run in an order. All right. So task will basically show you the order in which the task will be run. All right. So now let's talk about a YAML. So for Ansible, nearly every YAML file starts with a list. Alright. Each item in a list is a list of key value pairs, commonly called a dictionary. Alright. So the YAML will consist of list, or it may also consist of dictionary. And a dictionary is basically a key value pair in which you will define a key and a value, and if you called a key, it will give you the value. Alright. So all the YAML files will begin with these 3 hyphens and end with 3 dots. Alright, so as you can see that this is the starting point of the YAML that are started from 3 hyphens, and that will end from 3 dots. So all members of a list lines must begin with some indentation level starting with space. Alright, so there must be some indentation. If the indentation is not given, then the YAML file will give us an error. Alright, so this is an example of the YAML file. This is the list of routes that will be commented, and this is a starting point, and this is a list. The fruit is the basically the this is a fruit, sorry, and this is the list of fruits. Alright, and after that this is the ending point of the YAML. Similarly, if you want to take a look at the dictionary by in a simple key value pair, this is an example. Alright, there is a customer, and inside this customer there is multiple customer, but I have given the one customer name and its job, skills, experience, etc. Alright, so Bilal is the name, this is the key, this is the value. Job is the key, YouTuber is the value. Skill is the key, DevOps is the value. Experience is the key, 1 year is the value. Alright, so there should be space between this column and the value. Alright, so as you can see, this is the column, and after that there is one space given, and after that Bilal is written here. Alright, so there is a space after YouTube, before YouTube, and there is a colon. Alright, after colon there is one space and there is a DevOps. This is the thing that you need to keep in mind. After that, let's take go to the steps. So first of all, start the instances, connect with the Ansible server with the node by using this command. Alright, so we are going to follow the steps through which you can understand how you can use the playbooks. So first of all, what I need to do is to go to this AWS console, and I have shown you in the previous video that how you can make the Ansible AWS console and how you can make the EC2 instance. So I have already created my EC2 instance, so I have just stopped it. So now I need to start it again, and then I can perform the functionality in it. So let's click on the EC2. After that, it will lead me to the EC2 management console. Alright, let's wait for it. Now you can see that I am currently present in the management console, and what I need to do is to click on these instances. Alright, so I can click on this one, but it will lead me to create another instances. But as you can see, the 3 instances that I have created earlier, I will simply click on this, and then it will show me the nodes or the EC2 instances that are currently present here, and they are stopped. So what I need to do is to check them all. Alright, by clicking on this, and let's go to the instance state and start the instance. So now it will be starting. So as you can see that it is showing me the pending message. So let's wait for it, and what you need to do is to connect the Ansible server with the node. So what I need to do is to simply copy this command and go to this terminal and open 3 tabs. So let's 1, 2, 3. So now let's go to the downloads. Alright, so this is I'm present in the downloads. Let's clear this and again open the tab. Now all the tabs are opening the downloads directory here. What I need to do is to copy this command. First of all, paste the command here and copy the public IP address. So where is the public IP address? As you can see that this is currently running. So what I need to do is to click on this Ansible server and copy the public IP address. Alright, after that, let's paste it. First of all, remove this public IP and paste it here. Alright, so after that, what I need to do is to write the key or file name key. The file name was Ansible key.pm. Alright, so it will ask me for my permission. Yes. Now let's copy this command, and now it will be used in other tabs also. So as you can see that this is the Ansible server that is currently running in my terminal. Alright, after that let's move to the second tab, paste the data and remove the public IP address, uncheck this Ansible server, go to the node 1, copy the public address of node 1 and paste it here. Yes, it will also open the node 1 instance in my terminal. So now let's clear this, and I have copied it already. So let's move to this and another tab and paste the command here. Now let's remove the IP address and go to the node 2, check this, and as you can see that this is the public IP address of the node 2. So let's paste it here. Now let's give the permission yes. As you can see that I am present in the node 2 here. So this is how they are ready. After that, what I need to do is to, after that, go to Ansible server by using this command. Alright, so I am currently present in the EC2 user. So what I need to do is to go to the Ansible user. So let's give a password. After that, similarly, give a password here and give a password here by executing this command, su Ansible server. So now you can see that I was previously present in the EC2 user, but now I am present in the Ansible server. Let's clear this also. And what I need to do is to create a YAML file by the name of target.yaml and write the following data into it. So what I need to do is to first of all type ls. As you can see that these are the files that I have created in the previous video. So what I need to do is to create another file by simply writing vi target. So YAML. So this will be the file that will be created, and now what I need to do is to copy this command simply and paste it here. Alright, so the indentation is given properly here. So you can see that this is the command that will not be executed because it is commented. This is the starting point, and this is the group name. So the group name should be the group that you have set it previously. So I have set the group name by the name of Ansible group. Alright, and the user is Ansible because I am present in the Ansible server. You can see that all the nodes are present in the Ansible as an Ansible user. After that, become will be used as a sudo command. Alright, so it will perform the functionality of the sudo. It will give the sudo privileges to this command, and connection is SSH. Alright, and the gather facts will basically show you the private IP address of the nodes. Alright. So I hope you understood. This is the host or the group, alright, that you want to monitor, or basically this is the target. The user is Ansible, alright, so all the users are converted to Ansible, this user also. And the become is the sudo privilege, connection is through SSH, gather fact is yes because I want the private IP address of the nodes. After that, this is the ending point that will end the YAML file. So let's press escape, :WQ. After that, what I need to do, this is the definition, these are the things that you need to keep in mind. Become yes, sudo privileges, gather facts, yes, will gather the private IP address of the node. Alright. So what I need to do is to simply use this command, Ansible Playbook, and the file name. Alright. So let's go to this. As you can see that this is the file that will be executed by using this command. So as you can see that I am currently present in my Ansible server, not in the nodes. Alright, so these are the nodes, but when this command will be executed, the target will show me the nodes will show me the target. Alright, so let's first of all execute this. Ansible-playbook and the file name. Let's click on this. Now it will gather the facts. Alright, so now as you can see that this is the node 1 private IP address, and this is the node 2 IP address. Alright, so let's take a look at the node 1. 172.3.1.3.7.142. 172.3.1.3.2.65. Alright, this one is. Alright, this is the IP address. 172.3.1.3.7.142. 142. Alright, after that 3.1.3.2.65. 3.1.3.2.65. Alright, so that's awesome. So what I need to, as you can see that these are the IP addresses, private IP addresses that are fetched. Alright, so these are the private IP addresses that are fetched in my terminal. And this is another information that it will show me that OK command. So OK is equal to 1. Alright, so it has gathered the facts of the first node and the second node. Alright, so 1, 1. And currently nothing is changed here, and nothing is unreachable. Alright, and failed is 0. Skipped is 0, rescued is 0, ignored is 0. Alright, so nothing is changed or unreachable. So basically, there is only one thing that is newly added, that is the IP address that is in front of me, and it has shown to me. So that's okay. After that, what I need to do is to check the idempotency, execute the above command again, and this will show you change 0. Alright, so basically, let's say if I execute this command again, so it will perform the idempotency. Basically, idempotency is the, I have shown you in the previous video, that the playbook or modules is not responsible to execute the command multiple times. Alright, what it will do, if the one command is executed multiple times, then it won't perform that functionality. It will only perform the functionality once. Alright, so if some changes happen there, then it will make some changes, otherwise it won't accept the previous added file. So what I need to do is basically I have already checked this target.yaml. If I execute this again, you will see that it will show me the change is 0. Why? Because nothing is changed in this YAML file. So that's why it is not duplicating the data. It is only giving me the data that is present already. And if some changes happen here, some changes happened there, then it will show me the changes. So now let's take a look at the file 2. So what is the file 2? Basically, it will show me the tasks also. So this is the basically the target, alright, and now this will be the task. So by giving a target, I will perform a task like installing the HTTPD. Alright, so let's install this. First of all, copy this, and what I need to do is to simply make changes here. I don't need to write this yum with it, so I will simply delete this yum, and now it will okay. Alright, it will be okay. So now let's copy it again, and now after that create a YAML file by the name of task.yaml and write the following data into it. So what I need to do is to simply write vi task.yaml and write the following data. Alright, so now you can see that this is the group name that I need to change here. So you can write any group that you want. So my group name is Ansible group, and this is the user, become, connection, SSH, gather facts will give you the private IP address, and this is the task. So basically the task, this is the name of the task. So it will install the HTTPD on Linux, and this is the action. So action will basically perform the install this HTTPD package, and the state will be installed. So you can write the present here, or you can install the install here. Alright, so this will install this HTTPD package. So now let's press this, press escape, WQ, and you need to be careful in this indentation. As you can see that host, user, gather, connection, task are all in the same line, and after that 2 spaces are added here, and then the this hyphen, and then 1 space is added, and then the name. Alright, so you need to keep this in mind to give the indentation properly. So let's click on this, WQ, and now what I need to do is to, the yum is the module name, alright, and yum, right, you can also write present, alright, you can also write present as a state that will install a package, alright. So I have used the install. After that, execute the file by writing this command, alright. So what I need to do is to Ansible Playbook, and now let's write the command here. And what it will do, it will basically fetch the IP addresses, private IP addresses, and it won't install the HTTPD. Why? Because I have not given the yum in the file. So I have not given the yum. I have basically deleted it. So what I need to do is to again write it, and then I need to make some modification in my file. Let's clear this and write the file again, edit it, and after that let's write it yum. So press escape, WQ, and now execute the same command again, Ansible Playbook task.yaml. So now it will properly run, maybe. So let's, alright, so as you can see that it is showing me that the HTTPD is installed on Linux. Alright, so these are the IP addresses of the Linux that is shown here. Alright, so OK2. Why? Because the first task was to show the private IP addresses, and the second task was to install the HTTPD on Linux. Alright, so these are the 2 tasks that it has completed. After that, before executing a file, first remove the HTTPD package from all the nodes by typing this command. So if you have already present this HTTPD package, you can delete this by executing this command. So once it is deleted, then it will show me once this HTTPD package is removed, then it will install it. So I have already removed it. So execute the file by writing this command, and it will show you change is equal to 1 because something new is added. After executing a file, which HTTPD, type in this, clear it here and write which HTTPD. And now if I press enter on this, you will see that this is the HTTPD package that is installed. So let's write which HTTPD. You will see that this HTTPD is installed here. So let's say if I write it again, I remove this HTTPD package. How can I do this? I will simply paste this command and it will uninstall this for me. And similarly, if I uninstall this command again and in both the nodes, then if I write which HTTPD, you will see the no HTTPD found. Similarly, HTTPD, no HTTPD found. So let's clear this and let's clear this again, sorry. And now what I need to do is to run this command again. So it will install the HTTPD again. So now you can see that there is change happened in this. Why? Because another thing is added here. Previously there was no change. As you can see previously there was no change. Why? Because I had already installed the HTTPD. So that's why it was not installing the HTTPD due to idempotency. So I have shown you in the previous video that once a particular task is done, then it will not be repeated. So previously I have already I had the HTTPD installed already. So that's why it was showing me the message change is equal to 0. So it was not repeating the same task again. But when I deleted the HTTPD from these nodes, then when I again installed the command, when I again run this command, as you can see that the color of this command is also changed. Alright, so now this command is and the HTTPD is installed in these nodes. So if I write HTTPD again, it will show me this that HTTP path is present here. Alright, so now this HTTPD package is installed here. Alright, as you can see that the color is also different from the previous one. So after that, let's take a look at the variables. So variable, I have shown you that these are the variables. If I scroll down, I have shown you the target command, and now let's move to the and I have shown you the task section also. So now let's move to the variables. So what I need to do is to go to this variable, and Ansible uses variables which are defined previously to enable more flexibility in playbooks and roles. Alright, so the variables I have shown you that they can be used to loop through a set of given values, access various information like the host name of a system, and replace certain strings and templates with specific values. Alright, so put variable section above task so that we define it first and use it later. So basically you just need to give the variable value just once. Alright, so once you give the value, you just need to call the variable in multiple times in a file. Alright, so you just need to give the value of the variable once, and once this variable is given a value, then you just need to give the variable name in all the section of a file. Alright, so you just need to call this variable and the value will be the same in all the files. Alright, whenever you change the value of the variable, then the variable value will be changed in all the files or in all the section of the files that you have given there. Alright, so what I need to do is to go to the Ansible server and switch to Ansible user. Alright, so I am currently present in my Ansible user. After that, what I need to do is to create a YAML file by the name of where. So let's create a file by the name of where, and you need to create this file in this Ansible server. So where.yaml. So as you can see that I am currently present in this file, and what I need to do is to simply copy this file and paste it here. Alright, so this is variable playbook, this is the host name. So what I need to do is to change the host name, the group name, that will be basically Ansible group. And this is the user Ansible, become is the sudo privilege, connection is the SSH, gather facts will basically give you the private IP address of the node, and this is the package name. As you can see that this is the package name, and the package name is a variable, and the HTTPD is basically the value of that variable. Alright. So now this package name will be called in all the places. Alright. So you don't need to write the HTTPD command every time. Instead, what you need to do is to simply write this package name all the time. So as you can see that this is the task, and inside this task I have written name install HTTPD on Linux, and after that what you need to do is to give the action and yum name, and now I have not written the HTTPD here. Instead I have written the package inside this curly braces. Alright, so this package name will give me this value. Alright, so I don't need to write this HTTPD package every time. Alright, after that the state would be installed. So I have already installed it. So what I need to do is to save this, and then I will remove the HTTPD package in the nodes, and then I will execute this command. So press escape, :WQ, and now what I need to do is to simply remove this package from the nodes. So now this package is removed. Clear it here. Sorry. And after that, remove the same package from another node. And now you can see that in both of the nodes the package is removed. So after that, what I need to do is to execute this var.yaml file. So I will write Ansible Playbook and then write var.yaml. So now this command will basically install the HTTPD package for me, and that package will be used as a variable name. So as you can see that it is also showing me the change is equal to 1. Why? Because the package is newly added. I have deleted the package from the node 1 and node 2, so now this package is added again. So that's why the change is equal to 1. Alright, and the OK is equal to 2. Why? Because it has shown me the private IP addresses, and it has installed the HTTPD package here. Alright, so there are 2 tasks performed. Before executing a file, first remove the HTTPD package from all the nodes by typing this command, or else I have removed it. Then type the Ansible Playbook and then the wars file. And after that, after executing this file, type which HTTPD. So let's take a look at this node and write which HTTPD, and you will see that this is the file location of the package. Similarly, if I type HTTPD, which HTTPD, you will see that this is the path location of it. After that, let's take a look at the handler section. So handler is exactly the same as task, but it will run when it is called by another task. Alright, so basically the task and the handlers are linked together. Once the task will be performed, then the handler will perform its functionality. Alright. So the first task will be executed, and then it will be shifted to another task. Alright. Without the first task completion, the second task won't complete. Alright. So let's take an example that you want to update an application in your mobile phone. So you cannot update your application until you install it. So first of all, what you have to do is to install that application, and then you can update it. You cannot update an application before installing it. Alright, so this is the thing, that both the updating and the installation process are linked together. But first of all, you have to do the installation, means you will have to perform the first task, and then after completing that task, the second task will be executed. Alright, so the handler section is performing like this way. Alright, so first the task will be completed, and then another task will be completed that is linked to it. So after that, the first task must contain the notified directive to indicate and also notify that it changed something. Alright, so the notified directive will be used here in this file. As you can see that this is the notified directive, and this will basically lead to us to the task that first of all I will perform this task, and then you will have to perform another task once this task is completed. So let's take an example of this, and this is the example file of this. So go to the Ansible server and switch to the Ansible user. I have gone through and create a YAML file by the name of handlers. So what I need to do is to I need to go to the Ansible server, and now what I need to do is to create a file by writing handlers.yaml, and this is the file that is created, and let's copy this, and after copying it, let's paste it here. So what you need to do is to first of all give the group name that I have not given here, so let's write it here. Ansible group. Alright, so this is the group name. This is the target section. Alright, the host, user, become, connection. This is the target section. And this is the task section. And this is the handler section. Alright, so in the task section, what you need to do is to first of all give the name. Alright, that you want to install the HTTPD server. And then what you need to do is to give the action that you want to install the HTTPD, and then the state of this will be installed. Alright, after that this will be the notify. So you need to write this notify in the task. Alright, so that once this task is completed, then another task will be executed. So basically it will show, the notify is a message, alright, just like a name. So it will be used in the handler and the task. So it is showing me that once this HTTPD package is installed, then what you need to do is to restart it. Alright. So after installation, what you need to do is to restart it. Alright. So this is the name of the handler. So basically the restart, HTTPD and the notify, both the names should be the same. Alright, so the notification will go to this name, and once this name and notification are the same, then they will be linked together, and after that, after the installation of the HTTPD, the package will be restarted. Alright, so these two names should be same, so that they can communicate with each other and they will be notified. Alright, so now what I need to do is to simply escape this and call on WQ, and after that handler value must be equal to the notify. As you can see that this is the notify and this is the handler value, both will be the same. So that the handlers will run only after the task is completed. Alright, so this handler will be linked to this task. Once this task is completed, then the handler will run. After that, before executing a file, first remove the, alright, so what I need to do is to copy this command and remove the HTTPD package from this node, alright, from this first node and from this second node. So as you can see that all the nodes don't have the HTTPD package installed, alright. So let's clear this also, and after that, let's take a look at the dry run command. So basically, dry run will not execute the command. Instead, it will only check that whether the format of this file is correct or not. Alright, before an execution. So what you need to do is to simply write this command Ansible Playbook. This is a command to execute the command. Alright, handlers.yaml. So you can execute a command by writing this command here, but if you want to check it, you need to write --check. So it won't install or execute this file. Instead, it will only check it. So let's click on this. As you can see that these are the IP addresses that are executed, and these are the files that are changed, but these are the handlers that are restarted. Alright, and these are the packages that are installed. So if I write which HTTPD, you will see that currently no HTTPD is present here. Why? Because it is not installed yet. It is only showing me that whether the file, what will be the state of the file once this file is executed. So it is not executed. So what I need to do is to clear this and simply remove this check command from it, and now it will execute the command properly. Alright. Now it is going to be installed, and once this is installed, it will run this and restart this HTTPD. Alright, so as you can see, in this way, first this task is performed, and after that, this task is performed. Alright, so what you need to do is to now go to the nodes, and if I type which HTTPD again, you will see that this is the location of it. And similarly, if I write here in the node 2, you will see the HTTPD package is also present here. So what I need to do is, I have seen this, that now the package is installed, but how will I know that whether the package is running or not? So if I write, this is the command of it, sudo service HTTPD status, sudo service HTTPD status. So it will show me the status of this package that it is currently running. Alright, so this is active. Similarly, if I write sudo service httpd status. It will also show me the status of it, that it is running. Alright, so this is how you will know about it. So after that, what I need to do is to basically, let's take a look at the loops. So loops will basically execute the commands repeatedly. So sometimes you want to repeat a task multiple times. So in computer programming, this is called loops. Alright, so common Ansible loops include changing ownership on several files. Alright, so let's say or directories with a file module. So basically, let's say if you want to change the ownership of the ownership on several files, then you can use the loops. Alright, so let's say there are multiple files and there are multiple names of these, there are multiple owners of these files, then you can use the loops to allocate the owners according to each of the files. Alright, so this will be repeated multiple times. So, alright, let's say you want to create multiple users with the user module and repeating a pulling step until certain results are reached. Alright, so let's say you want to create a user and there are multiple users. So what you need to do is to repeat this process so that in this way you create multiple users and allocate in a certain place. So this is an example of it. So what you need to do is to simply copy this file, and after that let's create another file by the name of loops. So let's clear this Ansible server and write loops.yml, and after that let's paste the command here. So let's write the group name first of all, and the group would be Ansible group. As you can see that this is the target and these are the tasks. Alright, the first name is the, as you can see that add a list of users in the nodes, and after that this is the user. Instead of writing the action here, I will write the name and this will be the item. So the item will be written here with items here. Alright, and this will be the state, means to install, alright, or to add it. Alright, so these names are as you can see that these are the Bilal, Ali Ahmad, Zishan, Rahmat. So these are the names that will be added, or these are the username that will be added in these nodes one by one by creating a loop of it. Alright, so let's save this, and after that colon WQ, and what I need to do is it will go to the node 1 of a group name and create the users one after the other. Then it will go to the node 2 of a group and create the users one after the other. Alright, so in this way the task will be repeated by using this user command here. Alright, so now what I need to do is the username should be written without space. Alright, so basically I don't need to give the space, instead I will write the this command. Alright, so this command should be written with the username if the username is big, so you need to keep this in mind, otherwise it will give us an error. So what I need to do is to simply run this command by writing this Ansible, and after that let's paste this command and run this. And now it has given me some error. So what is the problem with this? So basically, instead of writing this one curly braces, I will write two curly braces. This is the error that I have done it. So colon WQ, and now if I execute this command again, you will see that now it will work. Alright, so now it has worked here. Alright, so these are the users that are added in these nodes. Alright, one by one. As you can see that change is 1, means it is these users are added in these nodes. Alright, so after that what you need to do is to check them. So how you can check them? You will simply write cat etc password file in these nodes. So let's click on this. Sorry, no such directory. Now you can see that these are the users that are added: Ali Ahmad, Zishan, Rahmat, and Bilal. Alright, so these are the names. After that, similarly, if I paste this command, and as you can see at the end, these are the users that are added here. Alright, so that's how you can use a loop and add users in it if you want to. So that's it for now. After that, what I need to do is to close these instances, because I don't want to run it. I don't want to keep it running, so I will stop them. You don't need to terminate them, because I will be using further in further videos. So let's stop them, and it is going to be stopped. So now as you can see that it is giving me a message of stop. This is stopped here, this is also stopped, and after that this one is also closed. So that's how it will stop here. So if I refresh this, it is still giving me a message that it is going to be stopped. So it will take me some time. So I hope you will like this video. So if you liked it, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, then ask those questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer all of them. So till then, goodbye.